please subscribe. Just take a few seconds, click the button down below. I'm trying to bring the highest quality hiking videos to YouTube, and that means I'm going to show you maps, trail highlights, all the best views on the trail, any good picnic spots, any wildlife we see, all in 4K high quality video. And we'll see you on the next hike. Hey everyone, so I think we're going to be going on quite an adventure today. I'm going to be starting out today. It's Sunday afternoon around 2 o'clock. I'm getting a later start than I normally would because I thought I had to do something on Sunday. But I discovered my afternoon is freed up. So I'm going to be going to a place I've never been before. It's called Old Tom's Trail number 1. It's about 1.5 miles into the woods, and then the All Trails has it as a 3.2 mile loop, I think. So it's a short trail in, short trail out, but the trail in goes to a whole network of other trails. I want to navigate through a loop of them to go kind of, it goes down by a creek between the mountains. There's sort of little known trails. It's going to be a true adventure today. We're going to see things I've never seen before, but let's head out and take a look at what we see today. Okay, so I'm kind of breaking a few of my rules on a trail that I've never been on before. I don't like to leave past noon. It's 3 o'clock. I had to spend some time at home charging a lot of my batteries. Again, in an unfamiliar area, if I'm leaving this late, I'm bringing plenty of stuff that if worse comes to worse and I end up having to spend time out in the woods for longer than I want, I've got what I need, whatever I need to make a fire. I have rain gear, some food. Really all I want to make sure I have plenty of is water, and I have my life straw, so I think I'm good. As you can see on the map, I'll show you the map here. I couldn't find the trail to Old Tom's number 1. There's basically no parking. I found a parking spot at the blue dot that you see on the map. It's a little longer of a hike to get where I want to go to where the loop starts, but it's fine. It's only maybe half a mile, if that. So let's head out, and we'll probably get back to the car around 5 or 6 p.m., which is a pretty good hike. So let's get going. So this is clearly a fun ATV trail. Motorbikes, four-wheelers. It'll probably be like this for a while. Following the slightly longer route up to where the loop starts. So this is another one of those types of trails where it's either a horse trail or an ATV trail. Those are usually pretty steep because no one wants to actually walk them. All right, end of the first climb. I only saw a couple of dirt bikers, but you can see we're going to be rewarded by some little bit of a view here. Ravine in the middle, but this is really pretty. You can tell we're not all the way up yet. The mountain over there is a little higher. Cherokee's going in that direction, but I have a feeling it goes right along the top. We'll let me take a map break right here. We are at the second turn in the trail, so just under a mile to the next turn, and then we got to make a decision. Do we want to turn left, take the shorter path down to the water, or take a right and go to Old Tom's Trail at that turn? But we are well on our way. We're on the right route. Let's keep going. Honestly, I would have loved this trail as a kid, taking my four-wheeler. You get these nice banking turns here. You can really fly around at a high speed. This so reminds me of when I was a kid in Eagle Lake, Maine. I used to ride trails like this out behind my house for hours. I'm sure this is a lot of fun, but my thing is hiking now. All right, so I'll tell you what, I'm looking at the beginning of the crossover trail, and you can see, I'm actually noticing it is kind of packed down. I think there's enough people come here that, number one, I'm not going to get lost trying to follow this trail because it's kind of obvious. It's not marked, so be careful, especially in the fall when there's leaves. You're not going to know where you're going. Any less packed than this, and I would not go off trail. It's all part of exploring, right? Let's see what it looks like. I am arriving at the bottom of the cutoff, and it looks like this is actually a nice trail down here. And I like it that it's not an ATV trail. It's more enjoyable. This is an old school hiking trail. We don't have to deal with pesky ATVs flying by every now and then. So let's explore this trail. The first thing you're going to encounter on a wet trail like this is a little more bugs, horse flies potentially. So my first stop is bug spray. I brought natural bug spray. I love Burt's Bees products. Again, I'm not advertising for anyone, but this spray is awesome because it doesn't have DEET, it's herbal, and it works really well. So it keeps away it does keep away the horse flies, mosquitoes. There aren't many mosquitoes in Tennessee, not like when I was a kid in northern Maine. Those are, mosquitoes there are the size of birds. There's nothing in Tennessee like that. This smells great too. It's not bad for you, but it keeps away the bugs. This is exciting. There's a ravine on the right side, pretty deep, but you can see right on the ridge there, blue sky and mountains. And if you follow it, the trail, you can see it does a switchback and goes right up on there. And that's the end of Old Tom Trail. Really want to do this whole loop. 1 hour into it, it's 4 o'clock. I've got probably 3 good hours of daylight. The last part might be a little dark. I think I can do it. Thing is, you make the decision to keep going on a loop, you will get to the point of no return. So I'm not quite there yet, but I'm getting close. I am gonna check out this view. Oh yeah, very pretty. Oh yeah, see right through the trees there? Very beautiful. So I do think this trail is better than the ATV trail. You can see it just pretty much goes along the side of the mountain. Some really beautiful views through the trees. This part, I mean, you're just walking along the mountain and it's beautiful, it's peaceful. The trail's easy to walk. It's a lot of fun. minutes into this hike. Not tired at all. I'm just concerned about running out of daylight before I can do the loops. Here's the intersection, I guess. I'm already here. Let's do a map check. So it is an intersection. We're gonna stay on the lower trail because there's more opportunity for views, I think. We have an intersection probably half a mile ahead that is where I'm gonna decide whether I wanna continue on this loop. All right, so what I found is the name of the game on this one is just time and distance. It's how fast you can go. You keep getting teased by mountain views out to the right side along this whole trail. You can see blue skies. You can get some peaks of mountains through the trees, but I just don't think there's any overlook. So now I have to make a decision. Do I want to continue on this long loop that I'm planning on doing? I honestly think I can make it in time. I think at this point I've got to book it. I'm going to try to do the loop before it gets too dark, and we'll see how it goes. Let's go. Another intersection, another map check. We are making very good time. We have one more intersection, and then the second one, I'm going to take a right, make the trip a little shorter. If you want to test your distance endurance, if you want to go running, this is great for it. If you're looking for just pretty waterfalls or pretty views, I wouldn't go on this one, but every trail has its place. I'm gonna push it these next 2.8, 2.9 miles till we get to the next intersection where I've got a few turns to make to get back to the old number one. I might not go up old number one and back to the trail we came in on. I might go down old number one, try to find my way to the main road and just hike the main road. It's not that far to the car, so it'll shorten the distance a little bit, but this is definitely a long one today. It's very pretty though. It's a beautiful day for a hike. Look at that right now. Very beautiful. Currently 5:23. I think I'm going to be at the trail before 6, hiking 1 mile on the trail. I'll probably get back to the car around 7. I might take a chance. I'm gonna base it on the terrain, the lighting, and how I'm feeling. So we'll see when I get down there. I'm gonna start jogging again, try to save some time. This is definitely the dirt road up the backside of Pinnacle. I've been on this many times and I'm starting to recognize all the landmarks. So it's very tempting to go all the way down to the road. It's only 0.8 miles to the road from where I normally turn off. Gotta walk the same distance on the road or the trail, but I don't know how well maintained old number one is, so I'd have to make my way down that to the road anyway. Don't like walking roads though, especially ones like Dry Creek Road, which doesn't have a good side to it, but it's very tempting to try and save time. Actually, I'm not sure it does save time, because if you look here on the map, the intersection, I have to walk actually south extra distance, and then I have to walk back again, which is kind of a a waste of distance. I'm probably going to take that right. It's actually shorter, and hopefully the trail is just another nice trail that I can make some good time on. So let's get to the intersection and we'll see how it looks. So the trail looks decent. It's a mile up to the old number one. Again, there's a parking area here if you ever want to hike this one. Looks good enough. It's gonna save me enough time that it's right now it's before 6. Right now it's before 6, so I can do this in 20 minutes. Be back before 6:30. So let's get going. All right, made it to the top. That's where we came from. Old number one goes that way. Old number one goes that way. We could go back there, about a half a mile to do the cutoff we did. Here's the map view. Or as you can tell on the map, we go this way. Much shorter. A few switchbacks, but then we get to the road. Then we can just walk, looks like through half a mile, 3/4 of a mile up the road. I have had pretty much all the trail I need for today, so I'm going to make my way down this mountain on old number one and get to the road and then get to the Jeep. It wasn't as eventful as I thought it would be, but for people who want a good workout, a good place to run, it's a great running trail. It's pretty smooth. It's mostly dirt, bunch of ATV trails, but you could run most of the Pinnacle Mountain Trail if you wanted to. But it was a great hike, great workout, and it was a really good Sunday afternoon. So hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you on our next hike.